Italy is more than a destination. It's a living, breathing story. Its ancient stones, vibrant markets, and laughter echoing through piazzas. Each region has its own secrets, its own voice. We're not just here for landmarks. We're here to discover the soul of Italy. Let's peel back the layers, listen to the stories, and taste the magic that makes this country unforgettable. This is your invitation to experience Italy. Alive, passionate, and utterly irresistible. Italy's landscapes are masterpieces. Cliffs plunging into turquoise seas, golden Tuscan hills, and cities that feel painted by the Renaissance. Art isn't just in museums, it's in every piazza, every fountain, every sunlit olive grove. The Colosseum, Venice's canals, Pisa's Leaning Tower. Icons that have shaped the world's imagination. But true beauty is in the details, the texture of ancient stone, the colors of a market, the play of light on a vineyard. Here, beauty is a necessity, woven into daily life. Italy teaches us to slow down, to see art in the everyday. This is the beauty we've come to find. Italy is a symphony for the senses. Hear the chatter in piazzas, the chime of church bells, the buzz of Vespas. Smell garlic and olive oil, espresso, jasmine, and the sea. Taste pizza in Naples, carbonara in Rome, pesto in Liguria, each bite a story. Feel the sun in a quiet square, the cool marble of a cathedral, the warmth of a shared meal. Italy demands your participation. Engage, savor, connect. This is our journey into the heart of Italy. In Italy, food is like a way of thinking, a special custom that brings everyone together. The Italian dinner table is a very important place, where family, friends, and stories are shared. Keeping it simple is important, using the freshest ingredients, valued for where they come from. Every area, every ingredient has a story about its land and old customs. Meals are times to stop, enjoy, and connect with each other. In a fast-paced world, an Italian meal is like saying no to rushing. It's a celebration of life's simple joys. This is what Italian cooking is all about. To taste true pizza, you must come to Naples. Here, pizza is art, crafted with devotion, protected by tradition. Watch the pizzaiolo stretch dough, top it with San Marzano tomatoes, buffalo mozzarella, basil, and olive oil. In seconds, the wood-fired oven transforms it into a blistered, airy masterpiece. Each bite is history, pride, and the spirit of Naples. This is pizza in its purest form. Humble, majestic, unforgettable. In Naples, you're not just eating pizza. You're tasting the soul of a city. Pasta is Italy's unifying spirit, but every region tells its own story. In the north, silky tagliatelle, rich ragu, delicate ravioli. In the south, hearty orecchiette, bright pesto, seafood, and sun. Rome's Holy Trinity, cacio e pepe alla grizia, carbonara, each a lesson in simplicity and tradition. Making pasta by hand is living art, passed down through generations. Every plate reflects the land, the climate, the people. Pasta in Italy is more than food. It's a delicious journey through the nation's soul. In Italy, the day begins with espresso brewing in a moka pot. The morning often starts with a cappuccino. Throughout the day, quick visits to the local bar for a shot of espresso are common. The Italian bar is a cornerstone of public life, a place to start the day and meet friends. As day turns to evening, the aperitivo begins, a pre-dinner tradition to stimulate the appetite. People gather, order prosecco or an aperol spritz with olives and nuts, and then there is wine, a birthright woven into the landscape and culture. From the Alps to Sicily, Italy is one vast vineyard. Tuscany gives us Chianti, Sicily, Nero d'Avola. A glass of Italian wine is a taste of the sun, the soil, and the soul of the land. No culinary journey through Italy would be complete without gelato. This is not simply the Italian word for ice cream. It is a different creation altogether. True, artisanal gelato is made with more milk and less cream than ice cream, and it is churned at a much slower speed. This process incorporates less air, resulting in a denser, silkier texture that is packed with intense flavor. It is also served at a slightly warmer temperature, which allows the flavors to bloom on your tongue instead of numbing it with cold. A walk through any Italian town in the afternoon inevitably leads to a gelateria. Choosing your flavor is a delightful challenge. The colors inside the display case are a feast for the eyes. You will find classic flavors like pistachio, made from real Sicilian pistachios, with a muted green-brown color, not the artificial bright green. There is nocciola, a rich and nutty hazelnut from Piedmont. And then there are the fruit sorbettos bursting with the taste of fresh lemons, strawberries, or peaches. A good gelateria makes its product fresh every day using seasonal ingredients. The result is a taste that is pure, authentic, and utterly refreshing. It is the perfect sweet ending to a meal, or a perfect treat on its own. But every great Italian meal and every scoop of gelato has its origins in one place, the local market. To truly understand the Italian passion for food, you must wake up early and visit one. The market is the beating heart of the community. It is a riot of color, sound, and smell. Stalls are piled high with an incredible bounty. Mountains of glistening olives, braids of garlic, and pyramids of sun-ripened tomatoes. You see artichokes from Rome, blood oranges from Sicily, and wild mushrooms foraged from the forest floor. The vendors call out to you, offering a sample of their cheese or a slice of their prosciutto. This is where the chefs and the nonnas come to shop. They don't just buy ingredients, they build relationships. They talk to the farmers, they squeeze the peaches, they smell the melons. They know that the quality of their cooking depends entirely on the quality of what they buy here. The market is more than just a place to get food. It's a living library of culinary knowledge, a theater of daily life, and a testament to the deep connection between the Italian people and their land. It is here, among the fresh beginnings, that the story of every delicious meal truly starts. Our journey begins in Rome, where Western civilization began. At its heart stands the Colosseum. It is impossible to prepare for its scale. Just a short walk away, the story continues in the Roman Forum, the center of the ancient world. From the Empire of Man, we move to the Empire of Faith. We cross the Tiber River into Vatican City. St. Peter's Square opens before you. The scale inside St. Peter's Basilica is almost incomprehensible. Michelangelo's Pietà sits near the entrance. It is a reminder that in Rome, history, art, and faith are deeply intertwined. To walk through Rome is to walk through the layers of this epic, ongoing story. The grandeur of Rome is only half the story. To truly understand the city, experience it as the Romans do. Dive into the vibrant rhythm of its daily life in its magnificent piazzas. Each piazza is like an outdoor living room, a stage for Roman life. There is Piazza Navona and Campo dei Fiori, lively gathering spots. Rome is a city of water. The most famous, of course, is the Trevi Fountain. Toss a coin to ensure your return to Rome. The buzz of Vespas is the definitive soundtrack of Rome. They dart through traffic and carry Romans on their daily errands. The Vespa is a symbol of freedom and Italian style. To truly find the soul of Rome, allow yourself to get lost in the narrow alleys. Feel the true, enduring pulse of Roman life. From Rome, we travel north to Florence, the heart of Tuscany. If Rome is a city of power, Florence is a city of art. It is an open-air museum, a place of concentrated beauty. This is the city of the Medici, of Dante, of Machiavelli, the cradle of the Renaissance. Nothing embodies this spirit more than the city's magnificent Duomo, the Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore. Its famous dome, engineered by Filippo Brunelleschi, dominates the Florentine skyline. When you emerge into the daylight, the reward is one of the most breathtaking views in all of Italy. Drawn by Michelangelo's David, he stands 17 feet tall, a perfect specimen of humanity. The artistic journey continues as we cross the Arno River, spanned by the Ponte Vecchio, the city's oldest bridge. Lined with glittering jewelry shops that have been there for centuries, it is a destination in itself. Florence's artistic soul lives in its artisans. For centuries, the city has been a center for high-quality craftsmanship. We wander through the Oltrarno district, where workshops line the narrow streets. There are leather workers, bookbinders, and woodcarvers. This dedication to quality and beauty is a core part of the Florentine identity. To fully absorb the beauty of Florence, you must see it from above. We make the climb up to the Piazzale Michelangelo, a terrace perched on a hill overlooking the city. From this vantage point, you can appreciate the city's layout and its most famous landmarks all at once. Florence is a city that invites you to slow down and appreciate the profound connection between art and life. Our final city is the most improbable of all. Venice. It is a city built on water, a labyrinth of canals and bridges that seems to float between sea and sky. There are no cars, no scooters, no traffic noise. The only sounds are the cries of seagulls and the distant melody of a singing gondolier. To arrive in Venice is to feel as though you have entered a dream. It is a place completely, utterly, and beautifully unique. The heart of Venice is St. Mark's Square. The basilica is a treasure box of Byzantine art. Of course, one cannot come to Venice without experiencing a gondola ride. This is where you find the real Venice. The journey is silent, dreamlike, and intensely romantic. But the true joy of Venice is found in simply getting lost. Every corner reveals a new surprise. It is an impossible, beautiful city that captures your imagination and never lets it go. La dolce vita, the sweet life, isn't about luxury, but a deeper sweetness. It's the joy in simple moments, like a long lunch with friends, sitting in a piazza, watching the world. It's a quiet rebellion against the modern world's pace. Sometimes the most important thing is doing nothing beautifully. This is seen in the evening passeggiata, where towns empty into the streets. It's about seeing and being seen, greeting neighbors. La dolce vita is appreciating everyday beauty. The careful fruit arrangement, flowers from a window box, or perfect cappuccino foam. Italians understand life is better surrounded by beauty. To understand, slow down, find a cafe, order coffee, and observe. In quiet moments, you'll feel it. It's a state of mind, savoring the present. To really get Italian culture, talking is like a full-body workout. It's about the passion, feelings, and drama. Italians use their hands in a super rich and complicated way. An Italian talking without their hands is like an artist painting without any colors. They can ask a question, show they don't believe you, or say something is just perfect, all without making a sound. You see it everywhere. A quick flick of the fingers under your chin means I don't care. A hand cutting through the air means I'm getting impatient. This hand sign is so famous, so totally Italian, you can use it when you're mad, joking around, or genuinely confused. It's a beautiful and super expressive way to talk. This hand language is super old. It's the people's language. It just grew naturally over hundreds of years. It adds a bit of a show to everyday life that's honestly just super fun to watch. It's a way to connect with the culture on a deeper level. In Italy, there is an important cultural concept known as la Bella Figura, which literally translates to the beautiful figure. But it is about so much more than just physical appearance. It is a way of life. It is the art of making a good impression in all things. It encompasses style, grace, dignity, and public conduct. It's about presenting the best version of yourself to the world, not out of vanity, but out of a sense of self-respect and respect for others. This is most visibly expressed through fashion. Italians have a seemingly effortless sense of style. You will rarely see an Italian looking sloppy in public. There is a conscious effort to be well-dressed. This is part of La Bella Figura. Understanding La Bella Figura helps you understand the Italian psyche. It is a desire to live life with a certain artistry and grace. It is the art of living beautifully. The piazza, or square, is the most important space in any Italian town or city. It's more than just an open area. It's really the heart of the community, the central organ around which all public life circulates. You could say it's the town's living room, its stage, and its meeting point. Each piazza has its own unique character, but honestly, they all serve the same fundamental purpose. They're where babies are baptized in the central church, where children learn to ride their bikes, where teenagers flirt, where adults debate politics over an espresso, and where the elderly sit on benches, watching the timeless rhythm of life unfold before them. Everything happens in the piazza. It hosts the weekly market, where residents buy their fresh produce and, catch up on the local news. It's the site of religious festivals, political rallies, and open-air concerts. It's where the community celebrates its triumphs and commemorates its tragedies. The architecture of the piazza is designed to facilitate this public life. It's usually bordered by the most important buildings, the church, the town hall, and the most prominent cafes and shops. The space is a physical manifestation of the community's identity, a container for its collective memory and its daily existence. For the visitor, the piazza offers a perfect window into the soul of a place. To understand a town, you really must spend time in its main square. Sit at one of the cafes that line its perimeter. Order a drink and just watch. You'll see the entire spectrum of human life. You'll witness small moments of kindness, animated arguments, and tender reunions. You'll hear the constant hum of conversation, punctuated by laughter and the chime of church bells. The piazza is a microcosm of Italian society, a place where the importance of human connection and community is on constant, beautiful display for all to see. This tradition of the piazza is a powerful reminder of a different way of living. In a world where so much of our interaction is digital and private, the piazza champions the physical and the public. It's a space built for people, not for cars. It encourages face-to-face interaction and spontaneous encounters. It reinforces the idea that we are all part of something larger than ourselves. The echoes you hear in the piazza are not just the sounds of the present day. They're the echoes of centuries of conversations, celebrations, and life lived together out in the open, under the Italian sky. Leaving the cities behind, we seek a different kind of Italian beauty. Our journey takes us south to the Amalfi Coast. Here, the landscape feels like a grand theatrical gesture. The Latari Mountains plunge dramatically into the turquoise waters of the Tyrrhenian Sea. It's a coastline so spectacular, it seems sculpted by a divine hand. The road is a narrow ribbon carved into the cliffside. The towns here defy gravity, built on top of the sea. Colorful houses cling precariously to the cliffs, connected by steep staircases. Positano is a vertical wonder. The air is thick with the sweet scent of lemon groves, a perfume that is uniquely Amalfi. Life on this coast is lived in harmony with the dramatic terrain. These terrace gardens are a testament to human resilience. There is a palpable magic to the Amalfi Coast. We find a small boat to see the coastline from the sea. Looking back at the towering cliffs, you feel a profound sense of wonder. We travel inland to a landscape that is the complete opposite of Amalfi's drama. We enter the gentle, poetic, and endlessly rolling hills of Tuscany. This is the Italy of so many paintings and dreams. It is a landscape that feels like a soft, welcoming embrace. The hills undulate like waves on a calm sea, their curves and lines creating a sense of perfect harmony. The colors are a muted palette of greens and golds, punctuated by the dark, vertical strokes of cypress trees, which stand like sentinels along winding country roads and on the crests of hills. This is not a wild beauty, but a cultivated one, shaped by centuries of human partnership with the land. The Tuscan countryside is a living, working landscape. It is a vast patchwork of vineyards, olive groves, and fields of golden wheat. This is the land that gives us Chianti wine and some of the world's finest olive oil. The connection between the people and the soil is deep and ancient. We see farmers tending their vines with the same care and patience that their ancestors did generations before them. The farmhouses, or casali, are built from local stone, their terracotta roofs glowing warmly in the afternoon sun. They seem to grow out of the earth itself, a seamless part of the scenery, a testament to a life lived in rhythm with the seasons. Perched atop many of these hills are charming fortified towns. Places like San Gimignano, with its medieval towers piercing the skyline, or Siena, with its magnificent shelf-shaped central piazza. These towns were built for protection, but today, they offer breathtaking views across the surrounding countryside. To wander their ancient narrow streets is to step back into the Middle Ages. You discover hidden courtyards, artisan shops selling local pottery and linens, and small trattorias serving hearty, rustic Tuscan food. These hilltop towns are the jewels in Tuscany's crown, centers of history and culture surrounded by a sea of agricultural beauty. There is a profound sense of peace in the Tuscan landscape. It is a place that encourages you to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to simply be. We find a spot on a hillside as the sun begins to set. The light turns to liquid gold, bathing the entire valley in a warm, ethereal glow. The long shadows of the cypress trees stretch across the fields. A profound silence settles over the land, broken only by the distant sound of a church bell. In this moment, you understand the soul of Tuscany. It is a beauty that is gentle, timeless, and deeply nourishing to the human spirit. For our final landscape, we journey to the north, where Italy reveals yet another, entirely different face. First, we glimpse the Dolomites. These are not like other mountains. They are pale, jagged peaks of Dolomite rock that soar vertically into the sky. At sunrise and sunset, they catch the light in a phenomenon known as enrosadira, blushing with shades of pink, orange, and purple. They are dramatic, majestic, and almost otherworldly in their beauty. In the summer, their slopes are covered with lush green meadows filled with wildflowers, offering some of the most spectacular hiking in the world. This is a landscape of raw power and alpine grandeur. From the high peaks, we descend to the serene beauty of the Italian lakes. Cradled at the foot of the Alps, these lakes are long, deep, and impossibly blue. Lake Como is perhaps the most famous, its Y-shaped shoreline dotted with elegant villas, lush gardens, and charming, sleepy villages. The mood here is one of tranquility and refined elegance. The air is clear, the water is calm, and the pace of life slows to a gentle drift. We take a ferry across the lake, the gentle breeze on our faces, watching the stunning scenery glide by. It is a world away from the chaos of the cities and the rustic charm of Tuscany. The shores of the lakes are lined with opulent villas, built over centuries by aristocrats and the wealthy as summer retreats. Many of them have magnificent botanical gardens that are open to the public. We explore one of these gardens, a paradise of manicured lawns, classical statues, and exotic plants from all over the world. The vibrant colors of azaleas, rhododendrons, and camellias stand in stunning contrast to the deep blue of the lake and the green of the mountains behind. To walk through these gardens is to step into a world of curated beauty, a perfect marriage of nature and artifice, designed for peace and contemplation. Whether gazing up at the towering, jagged peaks of the Dolomites or looking across the placid, shimmering surface of Lake Como, you realize the incredible diversity of Italy's natural wonders. The country offers every kind of landscape imaginable, from sun-baked southern coasts to serene northern lakes to majestic Alpine heights. Each region possesses its own distinct character, its own unique beauty, its own special way of capturing the imagination. It is a country that constantly surprises you, that always has another masterpiece of nature to reveal, another landscape of wonder waiting to be discovered just around the next bend in the road. So, what is it about Italy? We return to the question we started with. After all we have seen, tasted, and felt, the answer seems both simpler and more complex than before. Italy is not just one thing. It is a mosaic of 1,000 beautiful, contradictory, and passionate pieces. It is the haunting silence of the Roman Forum and the joyful noise of a Neapolitan pizzeria. It is the divine artistry of Michelangelo's David and the humble perfection of a hand-rolled piece of pasta. It is the dramatic cliffs of Amalfi and the gentle rolling hills of Tuscany. It is a country that exists in a constant, beautiful conversation between its past and its present. The journey through Italy leaves an echo in your soul. It's the memory of a flavor, a sound, a feeling. Italy imprints itself on your senses, creating a personal highlight reel of small, perfect moments. This land teaches you a different way of seeing the world. You don't just visit Italy, you absorb its lessons and they become a part of you. Our time in Italy may be coming to a close, but the journey itself is far from over. This is the magic of the place. Italy is not a country you can simply see, check off a list and then be done with. It is a relationship that you begin. It gets under your skin and into your heart. The first trip is just an introduction, a tantalizing first chapter in a book you will want to read for the rest of your life. There is always another region to explore, another dialect to hear, another local dish to taste, another hidden alley to wander down. The promise of discovery is endless. You will find that Italy follows you home. You will see it in the way you linger over dinner, refusing to rush the conversation. You will feel it when you seek out the freshest ingredients for your own kitchen, understanding that simplicity is the key. You may even find yourself talking with your hands a little more, adding a bit of passion to your own stories. The country gives you a new lens through which to view your own life, encouraging you to infuse it with more of the art, community, and pleasure that you found here. The spirit of La Dolce Vita can be cultivated anywhere. The greatest gift Italy gives you is the desire to return. You toss a coin in the Trevi fountain not just because it's a tradition, but because you mean it. You know you have only scratched the surface. You want to see the mosaics of Sicily, hike the trails of the Cinque Terre, taste the wines of Piedmont. The country is a lifelong obsession, a puzzle with 1,000,000 beautiful pieces that you can spend a lifetime trying to put together. Each visit reveals new layers, new secrets, and a deeper understanding of its complex and beautiful soul. It is a love affair that deepens with time. So, this is not a goodbye. It is simply a ci vediamo. I will see each other again. Because a journey to Italy is never really finished. It is an invitation that remains permanently open. It is a promise of future adventures, of more meals to be shared, more beauty to be witnessed, and more life to be lived. The story of Italy is vast and ongoing, and the wonderful truth is that there is always another page to turn, another chapter waiting to be written. Until next time, arrivederci.